Hello. Have you ever thought about why your car insurance prices are so high and how they are determined? Well, the person who likely determined that is an actuary, someone who analyzes cost and benefit associated with various decisions made by companies around the world. In this scenario, the actuary is crunching numbers to determine that you, a 16-year-old driver, have more risk associated with yourself than, say, a middle-aged woman. So now that you know a little bit about what an actuary does, I'll be able to explain to you in greater detail about the profession and also about the monumental national legislation that has been affecting them indirectly. So let's go. So now that you know that actuaries are generally associated with risk, I'll be able to tell you about three things that immediately caught my eye when I was looking at the job: the rate of job growth, the pay, and the education required to get the job. So first, the rate of job growth. In 2012, the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, their Occupational Outlook Handbook, stated that over the next 10 years, the rate of job growth would be about 26% of all jobs currently held, which would be about 6,300 new jobs created. And then the pay, also from the Occupational Outlook Handbook, in 2012, the median pay was about $93,680 a year, which is a pretty great rate for a job like an actuary. And also, the amount of education needed is also quite high. You need a 4-year degree, which is a bachelor's degree, in actuarial science from a college program certified by either the Casualty Actuarial Society or the Society of Actuaries, CAS and SOA for short. And then the postgraduate examinations are also very strenuous. There are 7 exams for the CAS to get your associate certification, and there are 5 exams for the SOA for their associate certification, both of which will take about 4 to 6 years to complete. So now that you know a little bit more about the actuarial profession, I'll be able to tell you about a law that was passed in 2002 that has completely changed how they do things. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act was passed by the United States Congress in 2002. Its goal was to regulate corporate accounting in order to, according to Investopedia, improve financial disclosure from corporations to protect investors from future corporate fraud, like that of Enron. Now, the direct effects of the act have been the most drastic. According to John Williams and Carol Ann King, in the article Insurance Auditors and Actuaries of North America, published in 2007, state that companies are moving away from the use of internal or affiliated actuarial options to the use of independent actuarial firms in order to prevent the tampering of filing by the company. However, Stephen D. Willits and Curtis Nichols in the article Is the Sarbanes-Oxley Act Working?, published in 2014, state that short-term market pressures, greed, and other cultural factors might continue to influence executives to commit fraud. However true these two previous statements may be, the real effects are those concerning actuaries. When I sat down with Chris Clutie, an actuary at Mercer, on December 21st of last year, he told me that because of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, we went to regulate ourselves in order to have no government intervention. Actuaries have had no interactions with the government to date. At the start of this project, I knew nothing about the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, or for that matter, being an actuary, but now I know that this career is a fit for me. I have come to my decision on whether this job is a good fit for me based on 2 things: my prior experience and my experience during this project. First, my prior experience. Numbers or mathematics in general has had a huge influence on me since I was a little kid. I can remember writing out multiples of 9 on a sheet of paper up until 10,000, like it was yesterday. Business or the entrepreneurial side of me has also had a huge influence on me. To this day, I still run businesses around the neighborhood, like shoveling snow or raking leaves or mowing the lawn or any assorted jobs like that. Economics also has been a big part of my life. I've taken a couple classes at Northwestern on economics and played around with some investing simulators, so that's kind of been a big part of who I am and how I got here. And then during the project, the research especially has helped me figure out whether this job was a good fit for me. But what I really liked the most about this project was doing the informational interviews. Talking to 2 certified actuaries has really helped me determine whether this job is for me, because they worked in 2 fields or 2 specific branches of actuarial science that I would like to go into, which are pension management and the insurance side of things, which I've touched on in this presentation before. So throughout this process, I've been immersed in this profession and I've learned as much as I can about it, and I really think that it's a great fit for me. I think I would do really well as an actuary, and this project also was a good tool to help me assess that. Although it is a little bit heavy on the research and can be tedious at times, but it's a really great project. So thank you for your time.